Excited though. Back to school is on its way. And come the first day of school, there's going to be a lot of backpacks there, of course, and no child's backpack is going to be without hand sanitizer. You need that bottle. And do you know what's in that bottle? Potential side effects? What about the proper way to put on the product? Eloffson is joining us from Calgary this morning, the Rocky Mountain Soap Company, to tell us a little bit more about what we need to know. Good morning, and thank you for joining us super early, Eric. Appreciate it.
No worries. Good morning.
And we're going to talk about this right away. What do we need to look for when buying hand sanitizer?
So the most important thing to look for is Health Canada has some amazing resources online, and you can go and see a list of all of their approved hand sanitizers online.
Right at the very beginning there, you did cut out, Eric. Could you repeat that first part, please?
Yeah. Health Canada has a great resource with a list of approved hand sanitizers that you can find and search through the list for all of their recommended products.
Awesome. Thank you. And so what makes it effective? What is that alcohol content? Not that alcohol, everybody. The alcohol content in those hand sanitizers that it should contain when you're looking on the bottle.
Yeah, so the active ingredient in hand sanitizer is the alcohol. And you're looking for an alcohol content between 60 and 80% for it to actively kill viruses and bacteria. And on top of that, aside from the alcohol, there are other ingredients that can be added for additional benefits. But all hand sanitizers that include the alcohol will kill viruses and bacteria.
Right, and that's different from soap and water. How?
Well, we always say that soap and water is the preferred method to remove viruses and bacteria. What soap and water does so well is that it cleans and disinfects your hands. Now, hand sanitizer, on the other hand, just disinfects. So it's a great option for when you're on the go and you're not near a sink with soap and water. So that's why, we've seen an uptick in usage, especially with the presence of this virus, that people are out and about and they want to keep their hands clean.
When you're looking at the back of that bottle, because everyone's talking about your hands drying out, what are some of the agents that you should look for, and when you're reading the label in the back, that you should try and avoid?
Sure. I mean, by nature, because of the alcohol content, all hand sanitizers do have the potential to dry out your hands, which is why you want to look for some moisturizing properties. In our hand sanitizer, for example, we use an ingredient called ketosan, which is actually derived from mushrooms. So it's an ingredient found in nature with these beautiful moisturizing properties. And so what you'll find is that your hands won't dry out over time by using that hand sanitizer.
Amazing. Okay, so we want to show not just the kids, but the big kids as well, how to do this properly. Eric, you're going to show us how we should be sanitizing each time we use it.
Absolutely. So each hand sanitizer is a little bit different, but what you want to do is follow the recommended dosage on the label, administer that dosage into the palm of your hand, spread evenly between your palms, and what you want to do is get an even coating across both hands. Frequently missed areas include the backs of your palms, lots of people miss those, in between your fingers, and also your thumbs. So those are areas that people often forget about. And Health Canada recommends that you rub that in for 30 seconds until all the liquid has completely evaporated and your hands are dry.
It's amazing. And we're just talking here on the set. There's some of those sanitizers, I'll do it, I feel like there's a residue. What does that mean? Why do I feel that residue? And then I rub my hands together and then stuff like, you know what I mean? It kind of comes off your hand. So what is that residue that I'm feeling?
Yeah, so there are so many different ingredients that can be included in hand sanitizers. Like we talked about earlier, the alcohol is really the primary ingredient. And so you'll notice that some hand sanitizers are more liquid than others. And what that means is that the alcohol hasn't really been mixed with many other ingredients. We use an ingredient called modified cellulose to achieve that gel-like consistency. And you'll notice that some of those additional ingredients that people use might leave a residue. Ours is really clean and leaves a soft, moisturized feel on your hands.
That's awesome. Eric Eloffson, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's super early in Calgary, so we do appreciate you joining us and letting us know how we need to sanitize properly when washing with water and soap isn't available. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, more information everyone can check out breakfasttelevision.ca.